Yeah, but I'll do. You know, it is true. Like, yo, when it comes down to relationships, like
date a porn star.
ex porn star or current porn star. Ooh, trumped.
Because people,
I would totally date a porn star. Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Because that's the thing. Like, I'm a
stomach it.
I'm a business person.
where people could still
If
look
Jada
her
Stevens
up.
said, "Hey, I want a relationship with you," I'm fucking taking it.
Okay, all right.
I just think about it. I just think about it as business. It's a job. It's a job. I don't think about it as anything more than that. And like, it's like how professional you
What
can
if she
be.
doesn't want to have sex with you because she's so tired from work?
But I'm dating her.
But like that
She had a rough day.
Her pussy does not know the difference.
Oh.
Her pussy does not know the difference between business and home.
Well, that's the thing. Listen, like
No, but
how.
No, I feel like
hold on.
I gotta take that back because I feel
If you ever listen to
Let me-
interviews, though, there's like porn sex, and then there's like the
Yes,
sex you have
yes.
in your personal.
There's also movie magic.
Porn sex is also very unrealistic.
Oh yeah, it's not an
Because
hour long.
Because
Hell no.
girls are good at faking it.
Well,
girls
no.
are good
Well,
at fucking
so-
faking it too.
you know how
BB
long they just gotta stand and pose with like
So-
one certain angle?
Yeah.
So I'll
There.
say this much.
Yeah, I get like 80 photos in one shot.
So BBC, British Broadcasting Channel,
Big
not
Black
BBC,
Cock?
Not the big booty crew.
not the Big Booty Crew.
About your boy.
Is the camera off?
the BBC Big
So,
Booty Crew.
so
Boy band.
Hold
Right
on.
here.
Pause interview. Pause.
So,
right.
so British Broadcasting Channel,
Right.
they did a great interview on porn stars and porn and everything like that, and they showed up like the setup to a porn scene and everything like that. And on video, this porn was an hour long, right? In reality, it took him 3 hours to film it
Yeah, it's a while.
because, you know, the guy, he's not plowing for 1 hour. He came. The girl also wasn't really having sex. She would just kind of like get in a position, lay there, scene one, and okay, they go take a break for 5 hours.
In a way, it's physical acting.
It is.
Yes.
And you know, yeah. So would I date a porn star? Current, like if she's a porn star now? No. I would like to get banged by a porn star. Yes.
If I'm dating somebody and I can literally search up them swallowing some other nigga's seed, I'm not doing it. You understand?
That is, yeah, 100%.
That's I think that's what would fuck me up because I understand there's a difference between like actual sex. There's a huge difference between actual sex and porn sex. Porn sex is business. There's business and pleasure. Wes said a pussy can't tell the difference. Yo, you definitely
It's
can.
entertainment.
Just like my penis can definitely tell the difference between whack pussy and good pussy. You feel me? Because I'll be fucking somebody, but I'm
Or
not
if
really
it's actually pussy or not pussy.
Butthole.
pussy. Yeah, exactly.
If it's vagina or it's a sock.
I
If
have
it's Mexican or if it's not.
I have actually because girls say they do this a lot. I've done this before too. I have faked it before.
100%.
I have faked it before.
I've
I've
enjoyed every single time.
No, I could give you a handful of accounts where I was like, dude, I just gotta come to make this end. I'm done. Get off me.
I'll be behind her and I'm like, oh, hold on. I'll stick it out and go.
Spit on her back.
And then like, oh my god, let me get a towel. Don't look. You
Not-
feel me? Like it's essentially
Yeah.
essentially. I've never really spit on a bitch's back, but
That's fucking funny.
Same shit.
but yeah, essentially like it's really just
So
it's a mental thing as much as it is a physical thing.
So there's one girl I was dating. She was sweet. She was great. Wonderful person. But the sex was not great for me.
right.
Right? Because it's bad to say, but I like it a certain way. I like certain shit. She wasn't about it, which I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this
It's like you're ordering a sandwich.
just
like
suck my toe.
that.
But I was like,
the meat on the side.
Dude, if you would
Yeah,
have your
such
sandwich
as-
any other way, would you? Or would you have your sandwich the way you want it?
the way I want it, but
Abso-fucking-lutely.
but I am
Always.
adventurous sometimes
and
in sandwiches and sex.
she wasn't.
And there's nothing wrong with
So
that.
she
Right.
wasn't. So that, you know, in my mind, I'm like, sex is always supposed to be fun, right? Sex is
Right.
supposed to be adventurous. Sex is supposed to be something that you do.
Supposed to be able to try new things.
Exactly. And, you know, she wasn't about it, which, great. I'm not going to force you into it. But at one point where I'm a big advocate for sex is a key component to a relationship. You're having
Yeah.
bad sex, you're going to have bad moments.
Because
It's literally how you physically connect.
of course.
it's far beyond just
Fuck
a
it.
nut. Yes, it's far beyond
And
fucking.
especially if you like this person, you want to
Yes.
get to that next level
It's
of some kind of
intimacy, right.
exactly. And it just wasn't going. It just wasn't there. So I remember one time we were fucking, and at that time, you know, was with condom on and everything, and I just wasn't feeling it. Exactly, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, oh shit, and I'm like,
Say sex is
Wait,
okay.
how long was it going in for that you still wearing a condom?
like 3 months in.
And that's
So-
it's not like you just started. It was
No,
like
no, it was
multiple
3
times.
months in. So I
I
was
feel like
like,
there's a number.
Come on, don't be sushi boy.
so I was just like,
I got it raw.
oh man, I came. She's like, you did? I'm like, yeah. She's like, let me see. I'm like, no, it's in the condom. It's weird. It's gross. Don't worry about it. Just get off me. Go to sleep. And I pushed her off. I'm like, oh, I'm going to sleep. Just passed out. With a hard dick, yeah. So I just rubbed it out. But yeah, but that was the thing though. Like, there are times where I faked it. There are times where I'm pretty sure multiple girls faked it with me because
Right.
I doubt it's that great, right?
My dick.
Listen,
is
if you
average.
fake it with me, I'm not offended.
As
you
a,
know?
as a guy, if a girl wants to have sex with you, do you feel
Like, oh, you care.
as a guy, if a girl wants to have sex with you, do you feel pressure to say yes just because you're a guy?
No, I've tell go fuck yourself. I don't want to have sex.
Yeah,
with you.
that's
Ain't
true.
gonna
I've said
happen.
no.
You-
I've been
Yeah,
offered from girls, and I
yeah.
said no because there's a time and a place. That it's like willpower too. It's like you can't just have sex to have sex. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
You have to. I feel like women, some women, not all women, because I don't think all women are this.
They all think we want to just
Fucking-
have sex, but honestly,
no,
I have feelings.
Some do. Some women do. I've seen posts and screenshots and pictures and stuff of women saying like, hey, are you trying to fuck? And a guy is kind of like, no, I'm alright, or no, let's get to know each other. No, I have a girlfriend. And the girl always rebuttal. Yeah, like the girl always rebuttal, like, like, what are you, fucking gay? And it's like, bro, like, it's essentially a double standard for women as well. Not all women, just like not all guys are fucking a Harvey Weinstein, right? It's kind of like, whoa, you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you
like, you shouldn't feel pressured to say yes to sex,
Right.
because for me, pussy
an
is
option.
pussy, I get it, pussy, it's great, but if I'm not feeling it with a chick, I could have had sex with this fucking
Anybody.
Yo, there was this bad looking girl. She was everything. Yo, fat ass, big tits, cute face, blah 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 blah.
That's true.
Her personality was trash can. I would not stick my dick in her. You feel me? It's as simple as that. It's a vibe. It's a connection. It's like I have to think of baseball to come. Like, you feel me?
You can
I
but
mean,
it's like you
yeah.
can meet girls and be like, oh, I want to connect with this person, and then there's girls you're just like, I just want to fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you connect with people, sometimes you don't.
There's just my point is there's a lot more factors into having sex rather than just she looks good. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes, sure. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I really want to have sex with this girl. But for me, a majority of the time, it really comes into the personality is a huge component for me. If I'm willing to.
So let me ask you this question.
The sex is so easy though. Like sex is like literally an animal instinct. Like
So let me ask you this.
there's no intelligence that goes into having sex.
None.
Anyone can
You
do
just
it.
fucking do it.
Yeah, that's the
You
thing. That's
straight
why,
up Nike, strap on your
and I
shoes,
question the
and you
importance that
fucking
we
do
put
it.
on it. It's like sometimes I feel bad when it's
Alfie
like,
just said he wears shoes during sex.
yeah, I do a lot of things. during-
100%.
I crack jokes.
You
I
crack
watch,
jokes
I
during
watch
sex?
anime.
Hell yeah.
Like
Anime's the
Hell
shit.
yeah.
I think honestly, like I'm kind of like I be thinking sometimes I still wish I was a virgin. I wish I could have the knowledge of what sex will feel like and just move through life like untouched. Because like
How come?
I don't know, because
Because you would
I
get
don't like
mad
the-
shit done.
I don't like the fact that I'm 23, right? And like I have to live with the fact that I truly don't know what path of life I could have took if I just like waited till women came to me. You know what I'm saying?
Probably a
Like,
lot better.
That's what
I'm willing to say this. If I waited, the bitches that I would have been fucking 100 times better than people I've met in my life,
To
and
be
I'm
fair,
okay with that.
The girl I lost my virginity to like fucked all my friends, and I didn't know till after the fact. That's just a shitty way.
dude, I don't know
What a
if
shitty way to lose your virginity, bro. I was so hurt, and then after that, she was just like, I just fucked you because you were a virgin. She's like, I never fucked a virgin.
She just did you a favor.
No,
she didn't. Right, her
Bro,
your
That's how I fucking
I was
lost my virginity
broken, bro.
too, bro.
I was
Yo,
dead,
for real.
bro.
Oh,
For like
my
a good
God.
month, I was wilding out. I was like, yo.
Not to make it sound
threw
like
your bone.
super shitty,
Nah,
but
it's
it's like
just
that's
stupid.
kind of what it
Yeah,
did.
Think
she
that
didn't
you
do
would
me no
think that,
favor,
but
bro.
honestly, like
That
it's
shit-
traumatic.
that shit hurt.
It's 100% traumatic.
That
no?
shit hurt, bro.
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
It's like, what's
you,
funny?
the
I
first
remember
time
it was
you
like
lose your
yesterday.
virginity, you really believe you're in love,
Yo,
bro.
I was walking to the dining hall, and then I told them who it was, and they were like, yo, sorry to break it to you, bro. We've all been there and
They
done
just
that.
did
Got
that.
the T-shirt.
They just did that.
That shit hurt, bro.
Yo, they
It's my
they
first
gave
time,
you a
and, like,
solid
and, like,
though,
before
bro.
that, like I was like really religious and stuff. So it's like, bro, it took a lot for me to like even.
Say yeah to this.
You know what I'm saying? Like for her to like be like, yeah, you know, like
Yeah,
I
so
just wanted
so
to
let
take
me
your
ask
V
you this
card.
question. Let me ask you this
Okay.
question. Do you guys believe? So I always believe this. There's making love, and then there's fucking.
Right.
The word
Yeah.
And
sex.
there's making lunch.
Then there's making lunch. The sex is just so when you make love, right? You usually try to make love with the person that you care about, right? Whether it's in a relationship or not. When it's a girl that you know, this is just a sexual relationship. You guys got fucking. The minute that she goes like, "Oh, let's make love," this ain't love. Like I don't love you. I'm just having one thing. I'm just fucking.
I feel like making love is a thing that happens unexpectedly.
Yeah,
It's
Yes,
like bittersweet
yes,
and
yes.
wonderful at the same time.
You guys are both
it's
drunk.
the
off
thing
something
that
with
it's the
a
thing
life.
that like like a week later, you guys are gonna talk and like you guys are gonna be iffy about talking about it. I think that's what it is. I think
Yeah.
making love is like it's what makes the shit awkward.
Do you feel like making love happens more intentionally or unintentionally?
unintentionally.
Because
Unintentionally.
I've been in situations where I know what I want from this person.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. I know what I want
Hell
from
yeah.
the girl. I know where like what's the cap in this relationship. Whether we're just fucking and we're just talking, or I want this to lead into something serious.
Right.
Every time I've had it like I want this to lead into something serious, it'll be more common for me to make love with that person. Because if I'm fucking somebody just to fuck them, and I'm fucking them more than once, like on occasions, I've never come across that moment where it's like, oh my God, we're making love. I have come across moments where,
You thought like you were.
no, I've come across moments where I'm having sex with somebody and I want it to be love, but it's just not there.
So I think the moment that for me was like the glaring moment that I was like, okay, this is making love. Might be the gayest shit I'll say, but I'll say it. So
We don't judge here.
so
Don't judge.
we were
We just offend.
so this girl I was dating already for like 5 months, and yeah, we had sex many times before.
I'm sorry, hold on one second. That was actually really good. We don't judge, we just offend. That
We
was
just
really
hell
good.
yeah.
So
Straight up, what's up?
That's a tagline for the show right there.
So we're we just got back home. We're in my bedroom, and we're doing missionary. I remember looking at her, and I was like, "Yeah, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life."
I
with.
feel like if you
That's
don't
dope.
get out of missionary, that's like lovemaking right there.
No, yeah, I've been in missionary positions where I'm just like, ugh. And then it was just where I was like, this is the only comfortable place where I could just wrap my hands around. But no, I remember looking at her. I'm like, yeah, this is someone that I want it to be special with. I want this to be something, and that's where it was an accident. It wasn't planned for me, at least, right?
You genuinely felt.
Yeah, and then she broke up with
Lovemaking.
me. So I was like,
Oh,
this
she
is
caught
nice.
you. She was like, "Oh, he's in love with me."
No,
Bye.
we dated for 2 years, and then
Wow.
and then very similar, like in your case, where it was a lot of promises. But I was 25, like I didn't know what I was doing in my own life.
My girl, man.
I was, yeah, dude, I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, I have a question I want to
Shoot.
impose. How important to you is the first kiss?
Not at all.
Because
The
I
other day I kissed the girl I met, and that was the same day I met her, bro. Like,
no, but like, because I mean, let's say you're talking with somebody, and the vibe is crazy. You feel like you're connecting with this person verbally, strictly verbally, personality wise. Is the camera on?
Bring him out, bring him out.
Start rapping with the worms.
Peanut butter cup.
Yes, please.
Before I bought them for you, but
We're all getting them.
Oh yeah, totally. But they're not.
These weren't in the freezer.
I had a whole pack. Do you want one?
Yeah, sure. Thank
Yo,
you
I
so
have a
much.
serious question.
Shoot.
Do you guys miss any of your exes?
Yes.
I miss what they represented, not them as
No.
people.
You know why? No, because they broke up with me. You know why I don't miss them? Because
You miss your ex.
what's there to miss about? What's there to miss about?
I
The what ifs,
definitely
man, the possibility
have
of
had
actually
moments
work.
where
But
I've
then
missed
that's the
my
thing,
exes.
though, like the what ifs.
Yeah,
and the,
it's like it's a moment thing for me at least. Because I'm one of those people where it's like I feel confident where like I can make an impact in people's lives, and if they don't want it, I'm like, all right, fuck them. And that's what I think about like past relationships.
I will say this. I will say this about missing an ex. I think it's healthy to miss somebody because when you break up with somebody, you go through the motions of like, you go through like hate, jealousy,
Always.
despair, and then missing them, and then you like, when you reach the point when you're able to look back and remember those happy moments, you're able to look back depending on the relationship. You're able to appreciate what that relationship meant for you. Exactly. So I've had relationships that helped me start going to therapy again, cut some vices, bettered me as a person, and I appreciate breakups because of that, because it's like you're killing an old part of you because you lose a part of your personality and your identity in a relationship. Some people just become the relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Every relationship is a learning experience. I don't regret a single relationship I've had because it's helped me grow into the person that I've become today.
I will say
It's like every failed relationship is a lesson.
yes,
It's
exactly.
learned. You're going to learn from
Very
it.
true.
So
It is like
So the thing about missing somebody, I think it's okay, but for you to like, oh, I fucked up, or oh, there was more that I could have done, or oh, this could have gone better. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Sometimes you meet the person, and I kind of believe this. I haven't experienced it yet, but sometimes you meet the person that you're supposed to be with at the wrong time. I was talking to this girl on and off every year. She added me as a friend on Facebook by accident, and it just turned out she lived a couple towns from me. And we started chatting. We started talking in 8th grade, and then we cut off. Freshman year, started talking, cut off. Sophomore year, cut off. Junior year, cut off. Senior year, we met in person. Finally, we made out, and I kind of, bye. One day, I'm at a bar with Alfie. I'm drunk.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm sad. I'm lonely. I was skinnier than I am right now. I gained a little bit of weight.
You look good though.
Oh, thank you, baby.
you do.
I look nice, thick. I appreciate my. All right, I'm a slim. My body's
thick, you thick,
body
you
is
thick.
weird. My body's weird. 'cause
Everybody likes a big boy.
my body's weird because it
Thick
looks
thighs save lives.
right. I like my thighs. I appreciate my thighs. As a guy, I appreciate my thighs. The thing is, like, I'll look at my body and it's like it wants to be in shape, but parts of it just aren't.
Yeah.
And parts of it kind of are. But that's neither here nor there. Love yourself. You feel me? So
Absolutely.
The point I'm trying to make, like, is this was way back. I was feeling myself a lot more. I was feeling a little confident, but I was super lonely. I was by myself. And I saw this girl again after a couple years. She had just broken up with her boyfriend. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
perfect timing. So I hit her up on Facebook and we started chatting. We ended up going out. And this was kind of like, this kind of solidified for me, like the what ifs, kind of. We got together, we went out, and it was horrible because we just didn't match. And instead of this being somebody that I would later grow up and think like, I fucked up, I let somebody go, I could have had this, I could have done that, I ended up actually going out with her, and it turned out nothing like I thought it was going to be. I thought this was somebody I was meant to be with.
Because you anticipated.
Right.
And you didn't
Exactly.
participate.
So I am a strong believer. I'm a
Yo,
strong
I'm loving
believer
that phrase right now.
that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at in terms of like when people come and go into your lives.
Facts.
People serve a purpose. You and me, we're friends right now, and I like to think we're going to be friends for a very long
Forever.
time. But if you and me were to, for whatever fuck, I
Yeah,
find
you
out
never know.
You
course.
find out
Never
you're-
fucking know. Your best friends could be your worst enemies.
Exactly.
100%,
I
yeah.
find out you're fucking my mom or some shit tonight, right? And then you and
Delonte
me,
West.
right?
Oh yeah,
And-
please, 100% keep your mother away from me.
Yeah.
All your
This
mom
is why you've
away
never,
from me.
Your mom's
you've never
hidden.
been in my house for that reason. You
Smart
scumbag.
man.
Fuck you.
That's why we're good friends because we know each other.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, I if you and me have a falling out tonight and we
Yeah.
never speak again, right? For me, I'm looking at it as you served a purpose in my being. The times that you and me have connected or spoken or
Yeah.
whatever, it either solidifies something for me, or there could have been a reason why, or there could have been a purpose. I was just in the city yesterday and I was speaking to this guy on a park bench, right? I was shooting Zumba videos for my aunt,
Yeah.
right? And this guy on a park bench, and he's talking to me. He's like, I'm like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from Teaneck, but I live in the city. Oh, where in the city? Oh, the streets. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I'm homeless. I'm like, you're homeless? He's like, yeah, I have a delivery job. I had a falling out with my parents. Blah, 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 all this shit. And we're chatting, we're talking, or whatever, right? And I'm kind of asking him a lot of loaded questions a little bit. I'm like, what do you think would be the next step for you? And he's telling me he likes photography. He saw my camera. He's like, I'm like, what's stopping you from being a photographer? What's stopping you? What are you losing from achieving or at least pursuing something? Because you have all the fucking time in the world now.
Right.
You're a man of the streets now. You're wandering and shit like that. What is stopping you now from doing things that you couldn't do when you were being held back by whatever was going on at home? Now, I don't want to sound like I'm fucking like, I changed this man's life. I don't fucking know. He could fucking die tonight or whatever, or he could fucking pick up heroin later and my words could have had no effect on him. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, he thinks about it. I fucking followed him on Instagram. He didn't fucking follow me back, the dickhead. But whatever. So
Wait, he's homeless and he has an Instagram?
yeah, he has a phone and everything.
That's hilarious.
So, but you know,
I did that with a girl I met on Hinge, and I stopped talking to her.
Good man.
So the thing is, like,
She ain't getting no memes.
let's say the guy later on picks up a camera and then he starts pursuing it, and then one thing leads to another. I think that my conversation with him, I might have planted something in him. He might have planted something in me as well. You know, we had a lot of thought-provoking conversation, and there might be a point in my life where I look back and I realize the things he was saying applies to me now. It's all about connecting things together and like picking up logic from people. Everyone that you meet in your life serves a certain purpose, whether you
Absolutely.
know it or not.
That's a fact.
They serve a certain purpose.
Every moment is an experience.
Yes,
It is.
And
So
every experience is a lesson.
there you go. So being with somebody, whether the time, place, the situation, what happened, they cheated on me, I wasn't a good man enough to her, she wasn't good enough for me, whatever the fuck. It's all about what you take away from that and what can make you better. Now, whether or not you find
always
them later
better
on,
yourself.
Exactly. Whether or not you find them later on is completely up to the universe.
I do agree with that 100%. Like
Yeah.
it's the girls I've met in my life, the girls I've dated in my life, all of them had an impact on me, right? Whether it's a good impact or a bad impact, but I learned. But why I don't miss them, right? I guess it's more of a cynical point, but I don't miss them for a very simple reason. Where
They fucked up because they left me.
not even that, but if I miss them,
All my exes.
all my exes. If I miss them, that means I'm looking at the relationship where I didn't do something right? And
Right.
I'm not saying I'm a saint. I have my flaws. I have my issues. I've done everything.
Right.
But if I'm missing this person, my mindset's not clear anymore. I'm still stuck in the past, and I'm not growing. I appreciate every moment.
Right.
I'm in a loop. My girlfriend that I thought, was the end all be all and that broke up with me. Can I be friends with her? No. Do I miss her? No. Do I think fondly of her times I spent with her? Yes. Did I learn a lot of things? Yes.
How do you move on?
Simple. You tell yourself that that's it. That chapter of your life is done. That part of that book is closed, and you're not going back to that book.
You have to be willing to accept, and that is the most difficult thing.
Yeah, because
it goes with everything: drugs, alcohol,
Listen.
relationships, people, jobs. You have to be willing to accept that when it's over, it's over.
Now, all of this is easier said than
It's basically like that
Easy.
one movie you just can't rewatch.
You know, I just slapped him in the face for Slaptool, and I am unsatisfied because it wasn't you. He is 15-0 right now.
Wait, hold on. So explain to him Slapduel, and then I want to tell him the story.
All right, listen. So there's something you
Give
need
me
to
my
know about me, my groups of friends, the people I'm associated with. We play a game called Slapduel, and the way that works is, you ever jinx with somebody? Absolutely. So if you say something at the same time, it's a quick draw. If you jinx, it's not you owe me a kiss on the lips, it's not you owe me a soda, it's whoever can slap the person
on the
first.
time to do that.
Yeah.
And
You want me to-
it's always like once you explain, you get the rules explained to you, you're in.
You're in. That's it. So if we were,
I didn't have that fucking luxury.
Neither did I. We were jamming downstairs, and we're talking about a song.
who slapped? Did I slap you?
You. And also
Yeah.
I got slapped. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Eric, don't lose your shit. Calm down. I'm like, all right.
I'm a very
He's
playful
like,
person.
We were here at a party.
A party. There was like people.
There were
Tons
mad
of people.
This is what happened. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting
It's
on the couch,
addicting.
right? Me and Alfie are having a conversation, and we both say something at the same time.
Full on.
He lunges at me and smacks
Across
me,
the
right?
room.
Right, yo, fucking lunges and smacks me.
No idea what's going on.
I have a moment where I'm like, I'm about to smack the shit
That's
out of
abs- Dude, he went straight to the streets in his eyes and was like, absolutely fucking not. Like, yeah.
I had a moment. I forgot he was Alfie. I forgot we were fucking
were
boys. I
boys.
forgot we were like best. Fuck you! Fuck you! You motherfuck you!
Man, it looked like he hunted that one down.
No, that's what
knew
because
you were
that's
saying it,
that's
bro.
why the
He
game
knew
is
you were
fun.
saying
You're
it.
getting it. Now you fucking get
He
it.
looked at you and said,
Look at him.
"Boy."
No,
Look
and
at
then
him.
once you
Look at
start
him.
playing more, that's when you start paying attention to
That's when you
conversations
really get to
have
know
with
your
that said
friends.
person. You're just like, all right, you're gonna say
watched
yeah
him
at the
look
same
at you.
time, and then as soon as you hear yeah,
Bro, I watched him look at you, and he said we were boys at the same time.
I used to do that with
Fuck
with
that shit.
this girl we were cool with. I'd
You
say
try to trap him.
yes. I would be like, they'd be like, oh, let's go to Arby's later, and then I'd look at her. I'm like, yo, what
First question, who goes to Arby's?
What restaurant are we going to? What restaurant are we going to? And we would say it at the same time. And
If you ever get sponsored, it's not Arby's.
So hold on. So I forgot for a hot second who he was, our relationship, everything. I forgot we were
He
best
blanked
friends.
out. He blanked out.
Yo, I had a moment where I'm like, I'm about to smack the shit out of this nigga, and everyone around me was like, whoa, you can't slap him. I'm like,
They
the fuck
literally-
you mean I can't slap
They
him?
were literally telling him, "No, you're violating. No, you're violating. Sit down. Back the fuck up." I had 10 people on Chapo holding him back while I was on the floor laughing at him like,
I was
just
like-
slapped the shit out of
I
you."
was like, I'm gonna fucking murder him, and then they explained the rules to me. I'm like,
He was still not satisfied.
I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker. When
That's scary when somebody doesn't look like they can't be reconciled. Like, maybe I shouldn't have slapped.
I know I had that moment.
Oh, I had no regret.
Alfie didn't give a shit.
Absolutely
which,
not.
Looking back now is fucking hilarious, but
Hell yeah.
at the same time, it's kind of like I had that moment where I'm like, I almost saw white.
I saw red
I almost
I was
saw.
like,
I almost.
cool.
Wait, when did I slap you?
downstairs.
We were in the middle of practice.
We were, and then
Damn, that's fucked up.
we were. I think we were like, I was tuning up, and you were like, oh, what string you trying to tune in? And my tuner's there. I'm like, G, and then I get slapped. I'm like, just tensed up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
is
I totally baited you then.
And I just looked up, and you were laughing, and Taichi's like, yeah, it's a slap game. I'm like, what slap game? I'm like, what is this? And then you explain, hi, Taichi. And then it was explained, and I was like, I see. But yeah, that was
Totally unsatisfied. Yeah, if you get slapped in to the game, it's like you got a warning at
blood
least.
in, blood out, bro. Blood in, blood out. That's
For real. Yeah, for real.
Anywhere, anytime.
Because you're already crossing the
It's like
bloodline,
your
bro.
turn, Everybody's like, amen.
No, well, listen, there are specific rules though. If there's something in unison that is like if you're in church and everybody says amen together, then no. That is not, you can't disrespect that.
Part of
If
a song.
If we're yeah, exactly. If there's a song on the radio and we're both feeling it and we both sing the song at the same time.
Fuck you!
that wasn't weighted.
Oh man, out of the corner of my eye, you were waiting for me, you son of a bitch. Anyway, yeah, if it's a song at the same fucking time, you can't jinx on that shit. If it's a moment you two had in the past, and you were like, remember the time we were at, Wildwood, and you get excited, you can't do that because that's an emotional experience that you
And
two
I would
like.
hate to get slapped when I'm trying to be happy, bro.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
Just like-
So there are certain rules that you can't, and it's funny because we won't
I'm
introduce.
I'm sorry. I just want to say, Austin was like gesturing me to like, yo, give me the mic. I'm like, hold on 1 second. I almost got up.
Also, you can't do it while a person's driving.
Oh yes, you cannot.
I don't know that
Hey, you don't want to commit a vehicular-
unless the driver engages.
Or if you're at a red light.
Yeah, well, if you're at a red light, it's
so
all
many
fairness.
fucking rules.
Absolutely. Slapped. Well,